We'll take our next question from Jeffrey Harris with 411 Mania MMA.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. First of all, I just wanted to thank you guys for coming together and putting this fight card on. It's a very crazy, uncertain time right now, and I'm always grateful for the fighters, but the fact that you guys are coming together and fighting right now in a time where we're looking for distractions and escapes to entertainment, it means a lot. So I just wanted to first thank you both.
Thank you, bro.
First question for Justin. Originally, this fight was scheduled for April 18th. Did it set your mind at ease at all that you were going to be getting another few weeks to prepare for one of the biggest fights of your career?
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. 20 days is very short notice, but I've had 5 weeks to train, 6 weeks total. So I think, it's super necessary for me to mentally prepare. To fight someone like Tony, I got to, prepare for some. I have to mentally prepare for that. You don't just walk in and be mentally ready. So this time has definitely allowed me that, and I'm definitely thankful I got it.
In question for El Kukui, Tony Ferguson, you made weight the weekend of April 18th, the weekend this fight was originally scheduled for. I was so impressed when you did that. I can't think of many fighters who would normally do something like that. But has doing that made it easier for you to kind of stay at an optimal way to get ready for this new date that was set?
I didn't think it was that impressive at all. Justin can vouch for this one too. When you're a wrestler, you make weight every weekend, and it just seemed like the right thing to do. There wasn't shit going on, so it gave somebody something to watch and look forward to. And it wasn't easy. I'll be real. It was actually pretty difficult. I didn't have my nutritionist or anybody with me to do it, and just handled it the way that I knew how to. And I took the reins by my own hand and just went out there and just fucking did it, man. Obviously, like I said before, we don't know if the fight would have happened if I didn't make weight or anything. There wasn't anything going on, so to me, it just made fucking sense, man.
And for Tony and Justin, this is called an interim title fight, but would either of you see yourselves as the true champion of this division after this fight is over, considering Khabib is not making it to this fight, and I guess no one sent in locations?
Fuck Khabib. I'm going to be real. Sorry about cutting you out, Justin, but I want to say fuck Khabib. I'm defending my belt for the third time. This is for the real belt. This is not for an interim title. This is for the real championship shit, man. It's champ shit only, buddy. Yeah, for me, this is the biggest fight of my life. The interim belt means for me that you'll be recognized as the number 2 man in the world. Khabib can't fight right now, so these are the 2 baddest men on the planet in this weight class fighting this weekend for the right to call themselves the best, and then ultimately challenge Khabib. I think we're fighting for the opportunity to represent America against Khabib, and that's what I'm fighting for. I told Khabib to set it down and walk away. That dude's a bitch. I'm going to be real. Look at him and McNuggets. They both need to fucking retire. The only 2 real men out there now are going to be me and Justin Gaethje, American motherfuckers. Yeah. Fuck it.
Thank you, gentlemen, and good luck.
Thank you. For sure.
Our next question comes from Damon Martin with MMAfighting.com.
Hey guys, first question for Tony. Obviously, you had no intention of waiting. You wanted to fight Justin, but kind of walk me through that mindset, because I don't think anyone would have blamed you to say, "Hey, I'll wait for Khabib. It's a fight we've all waited for." But what was the mindset in taking a short notice fight against? We got to be honest, Justin's a very dangerous guy.
There wasn't short notice. I've been training for fucking 6 to 7 months. As soon as we found out we were going to fight Khabib, I was already training in December. So, obviously conditioning's there, strength's there. My body's completely changed. I didn't have a strength and conditioning coach besides myself. And I had my trainers actually push me through the ringer for every single practice. 12-hour days. Seriously, man, it wasn't easy. But I made it happen, and I'm very lucky to be able to have a fucking team, one of the best teams that's out there in the whole entire world, man. And I'm ready for fucking anything, man. And I went in the Ultimate Fighter, and I won that bitch at 170 pounds, and it was a tournament. So it doesn't matter who you put on me, I'm going to go out there and give my best. Win or lose, I'm going to walk away a fucking winner.
You've already kind of mentioned it, but I got to ask the question. Everything goes well on Saturday night. Will you move on to something else? Are you even interested in rebooking the fight with Khabib, considering all the things that have surrounded that fight falling apart?
No, you can stop right there, bro. I'm not going to answer that fucking question. We're worrying about UFC 249. The fight's with Justin Gaethje.
So with that being said, obviously we know what Justin brings to the table. He's an incredibly tough guy, huge knockout power. When you look at his game, what impresses you about Justin?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Justin what impresses him about me?
I will ask him that. But I'll ask you first. What impresses you about Justin?
He's got a lot of heart.
Justin, for you, obviously you've fought a lot of great guys in your career, so I'll kind of turn that question around to you. When you look at Tony, what does impress you most about Tony Ferguson?
Man, I'm a huge fan of MMA, and first and foremost, I think humans recognize effort, and I recognize he gets max effort, the tenacity that he brings to the cage. I'm looking forward to the storm. You know, I know that, for one, we get to put paychecks in our own pocket. We get to put a paycheck in every UFC employee's pocket that's going to work this event. And we get to inspire people to not give up right now. You know, he, for me, you know, before I was fighting him, after I fight him, he's the epitome of an athlete. The UFC athlete, he loves violence, he loves carnage, and you know, this is a recipe for disaster, and I think we both want to be on that path. I really don't like hurting people. I just go in there and do my shit, and unfortunately, fucked up. My bad, dude. I don't want to. No one wants to seriously. I pray every day that neither one of us get chronically injured. But one of us, you know, a fight is a fight, and people love violence. So that's what we do best.
And Justin, you know, you talked about your end goal was always to get to the lightweight title. Obviously, this was kind of a weird set of circumstances to get here. But have you kind of wrapped your head around that? You know, what it will mean, you know, to finally win that title if everything goes well for you on Saturday night? Because I know that's kind of always been the end goal. Everyone talks about the bonuses and the exciting fights, but I know your goal has always been to be champion.
Yeah, I haven't really thought. My life doesn't exist after May 9th right now. And honestly, it doesn't matter. When the fight comes, there's only a few things that I can control. That's preparation, effort. The preparation's there. The effort will be there. And outside that, like I said, my life does not exist after May 9th right now.
Awesome. Best of luck this weekend, guys.
Thank you, Dan. Sir.
And as a reminder, that is *1 to ask a phone question. Our next question comes from Gabriel Gonzalez with Cage Side Press.
Thank you. For both Tony and Justin, you guys are known for being very popular fighters, ones that fans really get excited for, and there's a lot of energy. Have you guys, you know, just how do you envision for both of you the experience of going out there and there's not going to be that big crowd?
When I was in the Ultimate Fighter, it was the exact same thing. I mean, the only people that we had in the crowd was 2 sets of bleachers and our coaches. We had a couple cornermen, and we had the commission right there. It's going to be exactly like how I was training the Ultimate Fighter when I was part of Team Lesnar. Nothing's going to change. Nothing has changed, and we're going to keep doing the exact same thing. We're going to go out there with that W. Me and Tony grew up wrestlers, and for Justin, you never knew how many people were going to be in that arena, in the gym. It didn't matter. You know, a duel. Sometimes no one showed up. So competition is competition, and I believe it's going to be much more of an intimate situation, as weird as that sounds. The fans are going to get to hear, you know, the shots when we land our shots. They're going to hear that. They're going to hear the breathing. They're going to hear the talking from the coaches. So yeah, man, I think it's, again, you know, I'm a huge fan of MMA. I can't wait to watch this fight when it's over because I know that it cannot disappoint.
For Tony, we've watched you pretty much, you know, we saw you getting ready for April 18th, and then every time something has come up, you've just showed us you're just still eyes on the target, fighting, taking whichever opponent. People just want to know, how have you been able to stay focused? So then, of course, in MMA, what's been the secret for you to just tune out everything, to be at the top of your game going into this fight?
Man, I'm not worried about anything else besides my game or what anybody else is going to do. We did all the preparation, all the hard work, the grunt work was done in the off season, and right now we're fine-tuning, and we're feeling fucking great. I just got done with a nice-ass warm-up. Took me a couple hours, and I'm feeling great, dude. We got here yesterday, ran almost 6 miles, and we got acclimated to Jacksonville, Florida. Can't wait to put a fucking show on for everybody at UFC 249.
And finally, for Justin, earlier this year, we were thinking you were going to be on the outside looking in while everything gets sorted out with Tony Khabib, with everything else. Now, you have a great opportunity to almost flip the entire lightweight division upside down. Can you just talk about what it's been like, that roller coaster of emotions as you go into this one?
Yeah, I mean, as a fighter, you want control. You want at least a say or control of your destiny. That's all I was asking for, was to not get looked over or to not get passed by because of politics. Things worked out the way they did, and now I got exactly what I asked for. You know, I get the ultimate say in my destiny, and that's all I ever wanted.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Next question comes from Danny Segura with MMA Junkie.
Hey, Justin, how are you? Quick question for you. Tony has obviously been on an incredible win streak, and he's basically said, you know, this is going to be another title defense for him. Do you see him that way? Do you believe he's almost like the uncrowned champion of the lightweight division?
Yeah, I mean, he gained, you know, he fought a huge fight, won that belt, and then they took it from him. So, you know, I didn't agree with it. And yeah, I mean, he got the title fight. He you know, this fight was set up, and because of these unfortunate circumstances, we had to move on. He had to move in a different direction, and luckily, I'm the one that got the call, man. Because again, all I wanted to say, you know, win or lose, max effort. That's all that matters to me. My family will love me. My dogs don't give a shit if I win or lose. So yeah, max effort, and that's it. That's all that matters.
Yeah. And any concerns you mentioned there, like, you know, you didn't agree with how they took the belt away from him. Any concerns that you might, you know, get the interim title and maybe not get the shot at Khabib, or is that not in your mind?
My life does not exist after May 9th. I don't know, don't care, doesn't matter. I'll figure that out when it's one day at a time for me. I am in control of my thoughts, my emotions, and outside that, I don't have much control of much else.
And a few questions ago, you mentioned, you know, how the game has politics in the division, all that. How much did the politics influence the decision to jump at this opportunity, given the fact that, you know, these opportunities don't come around often?
No, you don't ever. There's not very often you're going to get a chance to fight for a world title on the biggest stage in the world. Much less during a pandemic when there's zero sports going on. You're going to be the only one on TV. You know, it was a perfect storm. I say I don't take late replacement fights, but I never say I don't take late replacement championship fights. This is all we fight for as athletes, as fighters. You fight to be number one. You fight to prove that you believe that you're number one. And, you know, you have to face your fears. You got to go out there and take the chances that you got to take when they're presented.
And for Tony, you've been the number one contender for quite some time. I think, you know, if you would have decided to wait for Khabib, I don't think people would have complained about you getting that fight with Khabib. So what was the decision behind taking this fight with Justin? Because Justin is a very game opponent, obviously. And did you ever think of perhaps waiting and taking the Khabib fight later down the line?
I never wait, man. I always take every single opportunity. This one's for not just for myself. It's faith, family, and friends, man. And there's a lot of shit going on in the world, and I'm just trying to do my fucking part. Keep sports alive, and then really just let me refer back to the Ultimate Fighter. There's no bullshit with it. You didn't know who you were going to fight. You fought like maybe within like 3 days or a week notice or whatever. You didn't know, so you always had to be ready. And it doesn't matter who you're going to fight. You always had to worry about your shit instead of everybody else's stuff. And I'm going to keep going and doing what I exactly do. And punches, knees, kicks, and elbows, man, and blades and shades all day.
Yeah. And you made headlines because you made weight for the canceled date, April 18th. And then there was some critics saying, like, you know, maybe that's not the smartest thing, making weight and getting that depleted.
Fuck those guys. What would you say to a bunch of bitches? You know what? Look, I'm going to be a real dude. Just because they've never wrestled before, just because they've never been in the sport, they're going to have their opinions. And even people that make weight have their opinions. But you know what? It doesn't matter. The next time I worry about whatever somebody else is going to do is never, dude. I haven't ever worried about anybody else's opinion. Now everybody's jocking my style and they want to do that kind of shit. That's cool, man. OG, original genius. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to do my best. And like I said, I'm going to walk away a man, win or lose. But we're going out there and we're going to get that fucking W.
Yeah.
All day, every day, like on Sunday.
Yeah. And I know you obviously wanted to fight the champion Khabib, and that was impossible. But just from that aside, the championship aside, just from a skill standpoint, would you prefer this matchup with Justin Gaethje better than the Khabib one, or do you have a preference on either matchup? Because they're very distinct fighters.
I'm going to be real. Khabib doesn't fucking even exist to me right now. That dude fell off the fucking face of the earth with McNuggets. Those dudes are a bunch of fucking bitches. The only two people that signed on the dotted line are real fucking men. You know what I mean? I called Uncle Dana and I told him I was very proud of him for being able to make sure that this shit fucking goes. Instead of calling him Uncle Dana, I call him bro, man, because he gave me a job as the Ultimate Fighter. And I knocked out Justin Edwards on my birthday, and he said, "Happy birthday, kid." And I told him, "That stuck with me, dude." And I was like, "I'm still your man. I'm a team player, and teamwork makes the dream work, man. Let's fucking do this shit. Let's make sure that we put some asses in the seats at home at UFC 249 and make sure everybody's social distancing by giving fucking high fives and hugs after I fucking win."
And no one's too sad not to watch this fight. I'll tell you that. Everyone's going to be tuning in. They know what we both bring. It's fucking huge for the sport, huge for me, huge for Tony, huge for the employees. Oh, man, it's going to be fireworks. Be a lot of people.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask about that, and this is for both of you guys. What does it feel like to be pretty much the only major sport that's going to go down on Saturday?
Fucking great. Fucking great.
Yeah. Seriously, I'm going to be real. This is awesome. I mean, you can hear it in both of our voices, dude. There's no bullshit with this. You know, when they had the wars going on and everything else, there was no sport. They only had, like, the Olympics going on. Right now, there's no Olympics, there's no Wimbledon, there's no NBA drafts, there's no NFL drafts, there's no fucking tennis, there's no soccer, hockey, there's no baseball. This is what we bring to the table, man, and we're going to go out there and do our best, and we're going to fucking keep sports alive. That's what we're going to motherfucking do.
Yeah, it's going to bring a sense of normalcy to people, and, you know, I'm fucking proud to be a part of it. You know, the opportunity to inspire. People need to be inspired right now. They need to not let themselves, you know, become depressed, emotional, because they can't control what's going on right now. We got to ride it through, and they need to be inspired in a way, and we can do that. We have the opportunity.
Thank you, guys. Looking forward to the fight.
Yes, sir.
Our next question comes from Ryan Gerbasi with Newsday.
Thank you. This question is for both of you guys. I know you're both very excited to be in the spotlight of the only sport competing right now. But given the public health situation, did either of you have any reservations about participating? And are you satisfied with the testing plans the UFC's got in place for this thing? Well, I'll start with Tony.
What was the question again? I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about UFC 249.
Did you have any reservations about participating in the event? And are you satisfied with the testing plans that the UFC has put into place for the event?
Yeah, I actually went through the testing process today. One of my trainers fucking scared shitless. I won't tell what name it was, but we went in there and we handled shit like a business. And the testing was interesting. I'll be real. I'm gonna post up a video today, and I don't know if you went through the shit already, but it's just gonna tickle your brain. Hey.
I'll be going through that tomorrow. Man, I honestly had no reservations. Fighting is very dangerous. So I think we'll be just fine.
Have you made any Have you made any changes in your travel plans and how you plan to go through everything, getting to the event, and whatnot? Have anything changed?
Wearing a mask. I wish they put us on a private plane, but that didn't happen. So here we go.
I felt like Sub-Zero on the fucking thing. I was walking through everywhere, and I had my shades on and my shit. It felt like Mortal Kombat. Just waiting for that Fight Island, man. That's all we're trying to wait for.
Well, this is going to be exactly like Mortal Kombat. It's perfect.
Get over here.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yes, sir.
Our next question comes from Mike Hack with MMA Fighting.
Hey guys, Justin, I just had a quick question for you. When this fight was first booked, you had done some interviews and talked about how you felt like it was terrifying with everything going on, that you seemingly have to doubt yourself to sort of give you that extra boost heading into a fight. How would you describe how you're feeling about it 4 days away from your first shot at the UFC title?
Yeah, man, the fear had nothing to do with what was going on. It was the opponent I was facing. I know that this man's a cardio machine, and it's just impossible to get ready in 18 days. I've been very surprised, and it's crazy how my body has responded with the extra time. And right now, man, you're only scared if you're worried about winning or losing. That's not a factor here. I care about effort and the fact that people know that. You know, never quit. Never quit. If people see you quit, then you can't inspire people. I'm there to go as hard as I fucking can for as long as I can. And I got the perfect opponent right there, man. He is a cardio machine. So the fear came from knowing that with 18 days, it was going to be absolutely impossible to be ready for 25 minutes. With the 5 weeks I've had now, you know, I'm 100% confident. And yeah, man, I'm ready. I need my nose broken, so hopefully one of them, you know, I haven't been able to breathe through my nose for like 12 years since wrestling. So hopefully one of them elbows cracks my nose. The UFC's got to pay for that shit. And it's an exciting ass fight. That's all I'm looking for.
Fuck yeah.
Insurance, Tony, sort of a similar question for you, because you've been doing this for a long time, and you went through the Ultimate Fighter, and you've gone through all these different things to get to the point you're at right now. Do you still need to find something to carry as a chip on your shoulder heading into these fights, or does the fight itself just motivate you enough, along with just being one of the greatest in the division?
You remember when I said that shit? I don't have a chip on my shoulder, but I have a chip on my shoulder. It's kind of one of those double negative kind of things, and this is an athlete sport. I'm going to be real. I don't bring any hate into the sport except while I'm fighting, certain people. But we have another athlete who's game. He's Olympic caliber, and we're going to go out there. And like I said, man, I'm not going to try to be lame and say we're going to do our best and do 50% and everything else like that. But who fucking raw, man? We're going to go out there and we're going to do a fucking show, dude. I mean, literally, it will be a war. It will be a war. The people fucking love it. We're going to go out there, we're going to also, man, and we're going to take chances. I'm going to be, hold on, I'm still talking, brother. Just kidding, man. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, there's no hate here. There's a lot of respect between both of you guys. You guys kind of know what you're up against. You're going to go in there and you're going to go to war for as long as the fight takes place. But how refreshing is that for you, just knowing that you're going to go into a fight with a guy who's just as game as you are, that's just as fired up as you are, and there's no hatred or BS to be thrown around here in terms of headlines and clicks and things like that?
That's why we're main eventing, man. That's why everybody else. And we got other people fighting on the undercard. I'm going to be real. We don't have to refer back to who, but we're going to say, you know what, this is where we belong, and we're the best of the best, and we're top 5. We're going to go in there and we're going to do exactly what we do, and that's fucking throwing fucking bows, bro.
Justin, is this outside of the title implications from a competitive standpoint, is this the most enthused and fired up you've been for a fight outside of the main event and the title implications?
Yeah, I mean, after I think it was my big win, I said I wanted to fight Tony because I know, man, we're both some very fucking special people when it comes to being able to be comfortable when adrenaline is coursing through your veins. That is not something that is natural. That is something that has been learned, been worked on. And that feeling when it's going through my veins, it's the best drug on earth. I'm telling you right now, the feeling of being in a life-or-death situation and being able to actually be comfortable there, there's nothing like it, man. And I know that he is the same way. And, I knew one of us is probably going to get 2 bonuses. We're both getting 1 bonus. And I fight for money. So this is, and at the time when I said that, I was shooting to be the most exciting fighter in the world. And Tony is the best opponent to bring that out of me.
All the best to you guys. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We'll take our next question from Alistair Hendry with Fighters Only.
Hi, Justin. Just a quick question. I noticed that you made your pro debut a month after Ferguson made his UFC debut, so it seems crazy how quickly you've come up. But when you were coming up on Raging the Cage and World Series of Fighting, how much of a fan were you of Tony Ferguson?
You're saying he signed with the UFC a month before I did?
No. I was saying you made your pro debut a month after Ferguson made his UFC debut.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Man, it's fucking awesome. It's surreal. I've always looked at it as one fight at a time. I never looked ahead. I never saw myself here. But, it's a testament to hard work. I've worked since I was 4 years old. And luckily this became an option and a career path. And I was fucking born, bred, raised to be exactly where I'm at right now in hindsight. But yeah, it's surreal when you look back. I think I'll really enjoy looking back on the career and how fast or how slow or how bad or how good it all went. But that can't happen until it's over. Right now it has to be one day at a time, one fight at a time. This sport is too dangerous to look ahead.
Of course, and in terms of social distancing, how much have you been able to see Trevor Whitman, or is it just a case of video calls and phone calls at the time, or before in the last couple of weeks? How often have you been able to see him?
Luckily, I have a private gym, so I'm seeing him every single day. I do all my wrestling there. I do all my boxing, all my privates with my coaches there. There's been no problem. My life has not changed one bit since this started. I live by myself, so that's pretty easy. I've been in isolation for a couple of years now, getting my mind ready for opportunities like this.
Sure, and I noticed you said something really interesting in the Countdown show. You said that when you were a lot younger, before you got into MMA, you were quite keen to be a social worker. What kind of got you into thinking about that career?
The biggest thing was having the parents that I have. I have amazing, unbelievable parents. And, now as I grow up, I understand how lucky I am for that. It's not something that is given to every person, and it's something that, that we don't all get. And so when I understood this, I thought if I could be that positive influence for one kid, much less 100. Now with this platform, I can reach much more. But in my mindset, it was like, I was lucky enough to have that, and I owe it to at least one child to try and be a positive influence, or try and change the negative connotations that they have on mine.
Cool, great, thanks. So I've got one question for Tony as well. In terms of entertainment value for the fans, would you say Gaethje is the most exciting replacement for Khabib you could have asked for?
Justin's a game opponent, man. I'm lifting weights right now. I want to be real. I'm not worried about what he's bringing to the table. I'm worried about exactly what I'm doing, man. We went back to basics, and it's a grunt lifestyle. I'm going to be real, man. No comment after that. I don't give a fuck about Khabib or, like I said, McNuggets, dude. You guys are a bunch of bitches. Tiramisu Tuesday and McNugget Monday stays. And we got Gaethje, man, and I can't wait till Sunday morning.
Excellent, cool. Thanks for your time, guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And that's all the time we have for questions. I'll turn the call back to Lene for additional remarks.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Lauren. And I would like to thank Tony, Justin, and everyone else for joining today's call. Please stay tuned for more information on UFC 249 over the course of the week. And a reminder, following 249, UFC continues with Fight Nights on May 13th and 16th from Jacksonville. Thanks, everyone, and have a great day.